What is up, everybody? Welcome back to LBS Response to episode number 30. Very big number. One kind of third of the way to 100, I guess, to an extent. But yeah, I guess the main important thing for the video is I did get a haircut. I know a lot of you guys have been wondering, when I would get a haircut or calling me, saying I have an afro and stuff like that. For a while there, I've always liked my hair big. I've always been a fan of it. Long, big. I've always wished my hair would flow back more, but my hair is just too curly and just puffs up too much. And that's why I wore a beanie, 75% of my life for the past 2 months, because my hair has looked absolutely terrible, just not controllable. So a couple days ago, woke up at like 6:30, intending on going to work, but forgot I didn't have work. And then at that point, I'm like, all right, this is pissing me off. So I just got my hair cut at like 9:30 in the morning and called it that. So I think it looks pretty good, a little bit shorter than I was used to. It looks like it's just, going to one of those basic places, they don't really ever give you the perfect haircut. But I'm finally able to wear these hats again, which I'm a big fan of. So that's pretty much enough for the intro, I guess, to the video. So let's get on to episode number 30, guys. Should be a pretty long video. I guess one more thing before we get into it, guys. Again, my dad retired last week, or a couple days ago. The first thing we're going to do is he needs a phone upgrade. And I technically kind of need a phone upgrade too. Not really, but I've only got 64 gigs on this phone. And if you guys watch all my other videos, I run out of storage like crazy. So pretty much he's going to be grabbing me a 256, and he'll be grabbing himself a 256 as well. Now that he's retired, he wants to do a lot more kind of traveling around the U.S. and just kind of going to different places. And, of course, a lot of the pictures, take a couple thousand of them. So we're both going to be doing that. So a lot of these videos should be a lot more better, I guess. Not as cut as much. I don't have to worry about deleting stuff and everything like that. So, and especially this LBS Response Tues, they should start to be about 10 minutes long a piece again. So hopefully you guys all enjoy that. Let's get on to the first question, though. From Intergalactic Bricks, he says, do you approve of companies like CAC using different molds for the helmets, specifically Phase 2? I'm perfectly fine with it, and genuinely, I prefer Army Customs Phase 2 helmets over Lego Phase 2. It's just my personal preference. I like how you can attach stuff to the helmets. I like how they look. They're a little bit more thinner, not as thick, I feel. They're not as thick of helmets, and I think they're fine. I'm happy that Army Customs and Area Light and I guess Eclipse Graphics and stuff like that, those companies exist. I think everyone is, and I perfectly approve of it. Thumbs up for them. We have Bluecraft Entertainment says, question, what sets would you make based off of Episode 1 of Clone Wars Season 7, as well as the story reels and trailer? So I think my top pick right here, guys, would be the Bad Batch ship. This is a nice mock-up by Brick Wizard 59. I think that's the most likely and probably my number one, especially if it includes all 4 Bad Batch. I think that would be awesome. So there is my set I would make. Let's move on to BrickS Studios. He has been commenting on and supporting on a lot of these videos lately, so big shout out to you. Thanks, man. He says, thanks for answering my question. If you could design any Lego set, what would it be and what figures would it include? Any Lego set, not including Star Wars and something to kind of spice it up, would definitely have to probably be a Walking Dead set. It's tough. I'd either do the Prison, Alexandria, Sanctuary, just really anything like that. And in particular, I would just really want Carl, Judith, Rick, Daryl, Michonne, and probably Negan. I mean, that's my top couple. Probably Dwight. Really just anything from season 7 or 8 or season 5, those, or season 4, I guess. Those are kind of my top season. Well, 4 and 5, 7 and 8. Those are my top seasons. Anything from now, just not a really big fan of. Season 10, episode 9 was kind of, I was almost falling asleep. I watched it a little bit later at 11 at night. And I genuinely was about to fall asleep during it. I get where they're going, and I'm enjoying it as a show, but just without Rick and just some of these other supporting characters that they don't have anymore, I just don't really like it that much. But there's pretty much the answer to that. Kind of went off topic there. We have Larry's Giant Sub says, thanks for answering my question. Do you think that there'll be more Clone Wars sets in the Winter Wave? I would assume so. I would think coming in 2021 summer, or in 2021 winter, there would be more. So I definitely think it's on the up and up. Good possibility. We have, let's see, Anakin Production Lego says, what is your favorite Anakin minifigure? That is definitely going to have to be Anakin from the Palpatine's Arrest. I've got most of the Anakins, not every last variant, but at least every single, one from different movies and the new or the old version. So definitely the one from Palp's Arrest, though. Mr. Tommy Taco says, what is your favorite Star Wars movie? Definitely Revenge of the Sith, without a doubt. We have Mist Production says, if you had to choose one vehicle for the Phase 2 Battle Pack, what would it be? Probably an in-scale ATRT, just so it's easier to, army build. And I think that would be the best thing to, choose. Studio Stop says, what is your favorite brickhead or brickheads? I know you guys can't see it that well. I think I looked a little bit, I think it's cut off a little bit right here. But definitely, probably not any of those. I mean, honestly, if you're not talking Star Wars, I think Captain America probably might have to be my number one. If not, though, I really do like the Kylo Ren and Sith Trooper. I think that looks very cool, which that's actually up there on that shelf. But I think those are probably my top couple. Band-Aid 2007 says, do you have the Technic Corvette? Actually, I just recently got it from my dad. I'll throw up the picture on the screen. That was kind of his retirement gift. He'll be getting a newer Corvette. He's still up in the air whether or not he's going to get a C7 or C8. But sometime down the line in like April, May, June at the latest, he will be getting a Corvette, which would be pretty cool. Then we have, let's see, Connor Harding says favorite Rogue One set. Definitely got to give that to the Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. And then let's move on to the last question of the video, guys. Oliveira, I can't even say that. Oliver? I'll say Oliver. I don't really know how you pronounce that, so sorry about that, man. Says, what is your favorite old Lego Star Wars set, 1999 through 2005? Probably the 2005 Clone Turbo Tank or the 2002 Gunship and ATT. I think those are my top three, of course, right there. So that's pretty much all for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys all for watching episode number 30. Stay tuned for episode number 31 next week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Say 5% off on your next Lego purchase. Be sure to use code LIFEBRICK. That's capital L-I-F-E BRICK at republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. It'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old Lego minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LIFEBRICK on your next order for 5%.